Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world, online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Sunday, August 24th, 2025. The first meeting of the Yucca Valley Animal Shelter Committee took place this past Thursday. This is the first workshop-style meeting for the separate standing committee that was born out of months of discourse at town council meetings regarding the shelter and more specifically, former shelter animal care and control manager Doug Smith. Attending from the town government was Councilmember Jim Schooler and Mayor Jeff Rose, along with Town Manager Curtis Yakima and Deputy Town Manager Shane Stuckel. There were at least 60 people in the Choya room at the beginning of the meeting, though more showed up after the 4:30 start time. That meeting time was eventually moved back to 5:30 after most agreed it would help attendance. This was one of the few housekeeping tasks at the first meeting, firming up things like the name, the chairperson, Jim Schooler took the job, frequency of the meeting, monthly for now, and the meeting format. It comes down to a workshop versus a meeting. The workshop format allows for more informal conversation to happen, such as that discussion about the meeting time, and an official meeting would be a town council or planning commission format, with a 3-minute limit on comments and the council members unable to respond directly to questions. Everyone seemed to agree that the workshop format was better, with direct conversations remaining civil through the meeting. Deputy Town Manager Shane Stuckel introduced 3 animal shelter staff, Nathan, Ryan, and Amanda, who were also in attendance. They fielded and answered direct questions about individual animals and demonstrated the amount of care that certain animals would need over others, especially when an overfilled shelter can cause stressed out behavior for an already abandoned animal. Shane Stuckel then shared some statistics on the shelter, many of which received applause, like the adoption rate has increased to just over 34%, almost double that of 2024's rate of 18%, and for the 2024 euthanasia rate, which Stuckel called deplorable, that had dropped to 22% in the first 7 months of this year. Town Manager Curtis Yakima spoke about leadership replacement after Doug Smith's retirement, saying they hope to have an interim leadership in the shelter in 3 to 6 months. That may impact the widely asked for volunteer program with a slightly slower rollout. Here's Curtis.
But we're ready to move forward with applications for people that want to come in. We will likely do this incrementally on the volunteer side to where we bring in just a couple for very specific purposes, whether it's a greeter, a docent, somebody that can help share our animals with people that are interested in adopting or potentially adopting.
Earlier in the meeting, Shane Stuckel stressed the small size of the animal shelter team, which he says is the cause of sometimes unanswered phone calls or locked doors while staff is out on a call or in the back cleaning the shelter or caring for animals. Yakima says the volunteer program will be open to people 16 and older, and it's a priority for the town and they want to do it right. A little over an hour and 15 minutes into the meeting, Animal Shelter Committee Chair Jim Schooler began to wrap things up when resident James Porter interrupted, asking if the meeting was subject to the Brown Act. Porter stated that Smith's retirement does not absolve the town of responsibility and told the newly formed committee that, quote, "we expect that investigation to continue." The Yucca Valley Animal Shelter Committee meets on the third Thursday of each month at 5:30 p.m. in the Choya room at the Yucca Valley Community Center. You can find a longer version of this story with interviews and more information tomorrow on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.